Okay, so thanks for coming on tonight's call. Hopefully we are starting to get more attendance now that summer's over and like everyone's less busy. So we thought we would kick off a call tonight just based on, goals of your business. I know sometimes over the summer we can kind of lose track of that. I know myself, like with a new baby, it's just been like hectic. So I'm excited to get refocused on my goals. So we kind of put together like a little presentation. It's also going to be like open talk. So if you guys, want to chat or unmute or put anything in the chat, like feel free to. But we just kind of wanted to go over like the basics. So that like showing you that this business can be the vehicle for your goals if you have them. So oh my gosh. Hang on. This update is. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, so if possible, could you guys unmute to kind of share what motivates you in this business? If you really don't feel comfortable, you can put it in the chat. I just can't see it, so I won't be able to read it. I'm not really sure how to get it up whenever I'm sharing my screen. So unless Amber, if you want to read them in the chat, or if you guys feel comfortable like sharing what motivates you. Is it income? Is it your family? Like, do you want to build something for your family? Do you have goals and dreams in your life, knowing that this business can get you there? Is it recognition? Like, do you love being recognized in the team page? Do you love being recognized like in public on social media? Everyone has different things that motivate them, and like sometimes that's good for us to know as leaders so that we can help you stay motivated in this business. Whether it's trips, community, friendships, like feel free to share what it is that keeps you going. Like, why are you still here? Like, why are you on this call tonight? Why are you watching the recording of this call? Like, what is it about this business that keeps you to keep showing up?
I know for me, it helps like really keep me accountable to my own fitness journey. And I definitely like the community aspect of it and like meeting new people that I wouldn't have otherwise met if it weren't for this.
I'm actually going to write all this down because I like to know.
Denise wrote in the chat, she said, my own journey. I keep showing up because it keeps me accountable with a smiley face. I'll go next. I guess for me, income is definitely number one. That's kind of what brought me into this whole thing in the first place. But it kind of ties very closely into like my future goals, like for my future family. So like I want to make the income because of the life that I want to give my future family. And then I also am highly driven by recognition. I think part of that is just because in the regular world with your regular jobs, like you don't really get shouted out for the little things. And to me, that just like means a lot when people see the things behind the scenes that normal people wouldn't recognize. So that's for me. Michelle, there's a couple here. Hang on, scroll up. Erica said accountability and the friendships and potential income. Michelle said she has a screaming kid in the background, so she'll stay on mute, but hers would be income for family trips and trips through body. I love the variety we have too. So you can see that everyone's kind of motivated by different things. Anyone else?
I would say for me, it's like kept me accountable on my journey more than ever before, and allowing me to help others is like one of my things. And then the potential income as well in the community for sure, because I've definitely made a lot of friends that I wouldn't have in real life or outside of this business, not real life.
Love that.
Katrina said in the chat, definitely accountability and the possibility of changing someone else's wellness journey.
Mine is definitely pretty much exactly what Amber said, of like the income side of what it could do for like future family. And then like I know like week to week basis, like getting recognition always like keeps me really going. And like it's just been like really eye-opening to what is kind of possible, because like I never realized that like I even wanted to go on trips, or that I was missing a group of girlfriends, or like anything. So like honestly, that entire list there gets me, but like recognition and potential for income for future family for sure.
Love it, the entire list.
I very much am the same as Amber. Income drives me a lot. Jana, we've talked about this, like income for my family and to give them the life that I didn't necessarily have growing up. I didn't have a terrible childhood by any means, but to be able to have that extra money, especially nowadays, to go on family vacations and not have to like say, no, we can't afford to do these things on vacation. Like we just got back from Niagara Falls and Toronto. We went to Blue Jays game. We did all of the things. And at no point in time did I have to say, no, we can't afford to do whatever. So that's definitely something that drives me, and the recognition, because we don't get recognized, especially as moms. Most of the time, we don't get recognized in day-to-day life, and that needs to be shouted out for every little thing.
So true. Also, like knowing that what motivates you could always change. Like throughout this business, like my things that kept me motivated has changed throughout like the whole 8 years. So like, for example, at first it was, put a down payment on my car. Like income obviously drives me, because it was always towards like things that I knew the income, the business could get me there, if that makes sense. So like first it was, my first car, or like, being able to quit my part-time job, and then being able to, work from home, like, and then going on trips. Like it's always going to be changing, which is okay. It's just always, remember, you always have to have something there, or else you'll kind of like lose it. So just know that having something that motivates you is really important. I want to share a little bit of Julie's video, just like 5 minutes of how, like, what she shared motivates her, because like I could listen to her talk all the time, but the way she like explained this, I was like, this is so true. Can you guys see this video? Okay. It's just like how she shares how she stays motivated.
So how do I stay motivated? Well, honestly, this is the answer to that question. How do I not? Because I look at these 3 amazing humans that God, the universe, whatever you believe in, has blessed me with. I can't even believe that I get to be their mom. It's so crazy. And I think about how every single day I get to work on feeling good myself, and I get to help others feel good too. And most importantly, I get to show them what that looks like. I get to show them that when I show up for my goals and dreams as a human being person, not a spouse, not a mom, just a human being person with goals and dreams, when I show up for myself to create the life on purpose of purpose that I want for my family, I show them what's possible. And you're going to ask me how I stay motivated? I ask you, how do you not? How do you not? When you know that you have a vehicle in your life that can change your life, that can transform your life. Every single bit of this business, fitness, nutrition, community, personal development, and income opportunity, every single bit of it makes your life better. And you're asking me how I stay motivated? Really? How are you not? When every single day I get to feel good and help others feel good, and I get to show my children what's possible when you show up. I get to show them what's possible. When every day we have the opportunity to live beyond our own selves, every day we have the opportunity to create legacy, big and small. The life we create on purpose, so purpose is based on habit. The habits translate into metrics in our Team Beachbody business, but those metrics manifest only because of your habits, not because of motivation and not because of inspiration. Your small, simple choices every day lead to life that you create on purpose of purpose. Yesterday morning, I was standing in the Magic Kingdom at 8 a.m. on a random Monday morning because I could, because that's the life that I've created on purpose, because of tiny little decisions and habits I've done over and over and over again when it was very inconvenient or very hard or really uncomfortable. I would show up and do them. And because I did, I got to stand in the Magic Kingdom yesterday on a random Monday morning and watch the park open and watch Jesse ride Space Mountain on a random Monday morning. I was not teaching high school English. I was not in an office. I was exactly where I was supposed to be because of habits. And the cool thing is you can do that too.
I don't know about you, but that inspires me. I could listen to her talk all the time. Okay, I'll go back to our presentation. But just wanted to share that because I feel like sometimes you can hear it from me, you can hear it from Amber, like anyone else on the team. But sometimes when you hear it from other people who have also seen massive success, it's inspiring. So Amber, I will pass it over to you if you want.
Sure. So we've put together just like a couple of quick slides just to like go over the basics again. So whether you're like totally new here or you've been around the block, like this is just like kind of a reset that just to remind us of the metrics we have in the business, but also why you actually want to achieve these things. Because I know it's so easy to hear, oh, hit Success Club, hit Emerald, hit Diamond, all these things. But until you actually understand why you want to do those things, it's kind of hard to do the habits that Julie's talking about, right? So the first thing we're going to quickly touch on here is Success Club. So you'll notice we have the FAQ on the bottom. Highly recommend going to check this out on your own because it has all the fine print, all of the details. So if you are unsure on things, always go to the FAQ, but just a quick overview. Success Club is a rewards program. So it's not the ranks that we're talking about. It's not anything like that. This is a totally separate rewards program. So when you are a newer partner, there's monetary incentives. When you hit Success Club, there's actually like cash that you get. Within the first year, you can also get your free summit ticket in your first year if you hit Success Club. 3 or 4 times now in your first 6 months. You can earn trips. So all of the trips we go to in Mexico, Dominican, like all those trips you've seen us on, that's through Success Club. And it's also just a way for you to measure like that you are building long-term stability in your business. If you are constantly hitting Success Club, you will see that. And you'll notice probably if you're not hitting Success Club consistently, you probably feel like your business is kind of like all over the place. Once you start being consistent with that, you'll start to see it stabilize. So that's what it is. How do you actually qualify? 2 things. 1, you need to make sure that you have a personal order that is 63 PV. It used to be 90, but now just remember it's only 63. So it has gone down. PV or more you can have on subscription. So this is the really important part. If you just like purchase a one-time order of Shakeology, it does not count towards Success Club PV. So make sure it's on subscription. That is like the biggest mistake people always make. So it can be any product as long as it adds up to the 63 and every product in the order is on the subscription. So that's easy, right? Like that's something simple you can do every month is order that. And even if you don't want to order the same thing the next month, you can always cancel it before that goes through and order something else. So just in case you're like freaking out thinking you have to order like the same Shakeology every month, you can change it each month. Don't worry. So that's number 1. And the second thing for how to qualify is you have to earn points, right? So if you get 5 Success Club points, you've hit Success Club. So that's kind of the first goal. And then if you hit Success Club 10, that means you have 10 points. And then it just kind of keeps going up from there. So how do you actually earn points? Again, all of this in detail is written in the FAQ. So go and read that if you're confused. But the first way that you get points is through new nutritionals. So that's like products, subscription orders. So this means any TSP, total solution pack that you sell, you get 2 points, or any orders that are totaling 90 PV, you get 2 points, any new orders. So pretty much anyone new that you sign up, most of us do TSPs, you'll be getting points on that. Or if you do the 1 month body and Shakeology pack, you get 1 Success Club point. There's also the second way to get points, which is new this year, which has been awesome for me. I don't know about you guys, but like I've gotten so many points through the volume thing that they've introduced. So it's basically you create incremental personal volume on customer orders or PCs, anything that haven't ordered in 90 days. So you'll start to notice that randomly there's like this PV going into this bucket where it's every 125 PV points, you get a Success Club point. So these are things that like happen in the background, right? Like these are things that like I'm not necessarily sending people carts for orders. These are all my customers and PCs who are already under me, and they decide if they haven't ordered in 90 days, if they order something, it automatically, like I don't even have to be involved. It automatically goes into this bucket. And then it's awesome when you just randomly get Success Club points for people ordering and you didn't do anything, right? So that's a huge advantage of really starting to build your downline, right? Like getting more customers in your name, because the more that they start ordering, the more points that you can get. So that's really what Success Club is and like how to actually hit it. Again, the FAQ is down there, so don't rely on this slide. Go check it out, and I'll pass it back over to Shauna for Emerald.
Yeah, again, we're just going over the basics just because with a lot of the goals that you guys shared with like income goals and trips, like a lot of these tie into the business. So Emerald, this is like literally the most basic rank, the first rank in your business. What does it look like? You literally need 2 people under you. So whether it's a new customer of yours or like a friend or a family member, maybe someone that follows you on social media, and they are an active partner or PC. So you yourself, like Amber mentioned, you only need 63 PV, which is awesome. So it says 50, but I highly recommend 63 only because I assume that you want to shoot for Success Club. And if you're only 50, then that won't count. So on your left leg, your right leg. And if this is confusing, or if you're like, I want to hit Emerald ASAP, like this is a huge goal of mine, make sure you message either like someone that's also pushing for it, having an accountability partner, that's always huge. Or message us, and we can always like set up a one-to-one call to help you directly one-to-one, to help you get there. Cause that's what we want. We want to see you guys see success. Like we want to see you guys get excited about the business, right? And sometimes like that's hitting ranks again, that's hitting goals again, that's hitting Success Club again. And sometimes you need that one-to-one. So make sure if you do need the help to reach out. And the FAQ is there if you do want to learn more deep details about it. FAQs are like always really helpful. I always send the links to them because sometimes I feel like I don't even explain it good enough. So I'm like, here's the FAQ. And it's also really good to be resourceful as well. And then just quickly, why do you want to be Emerald? You're opening doors in your business. Again, like if you're sitting at partner, you're kind of leaving money on the table. It's bringing momentum into your business. You're getting excited. You're bringing customers in. All of these things. Also, like Team Psycho bonus, Amber and I kind of just screenshotted what some Team Psycho bonus opportunities can look like. And of course, like this is when you're starting to build your customer base and your partner base and your team. But when you're just sitting at partner rank, you're kind of leaving money on the table. So Emerald is like key. And obviously Diamond as well. And we're going to talk about that too, but just like having Team Psycho bonus and group volume bonus, you can tap into that as well. And we left the FAQ there because I feel like that's like a whole other call on group volume bonus. But we actually have Jake on our team call in the next couple of weeks, so he can always go over that with you guys as well. But that's like a huge reason why you want to be Emerald.
And just to add on to that, Shauna, if you can scroll back up.
Oh, yeah.
So in terms of Team Cycle bonus, I know you always hear like, why do you want to hit Emerald? Team Cycle bonus, but a lot of us don't really see what that looks like until you're like way into your business, right? And if you don't actually see what it looks like, it's kind of hard to shoot for, right? So that's why we wanted to like include some examples of like, these are our actual paychecks, just the Team Cycle bonus portion. Like this is just one of the sections of the paycheck, right? So that can show you like how big of an impact Team Cycle bonus alone can have on your paycheck, that we sometimes just gloss over. So when we say that Emerald is so important, we mean it. Like like some of these paychecks, $500 in team cycle bonus. We don't want to leave that on the table. Okay. So like if income is something that drives you, this is step number one. This is like, you never let your emerald drop ever, because you are literally throwing money away. So I just wanted to like reiterate that for those who are driven by income, because I know there's a few of you who listed that. Just keep that in mind, that this is step one and it's like a non-negotiable. I can cover this one too. So basically, how do you hit emerald in 24 hours? We like to kind of encourage people to do this from the very beginning, because like we just said, like don't just like sit at partner because you're leaving money on the table. So how can you actually do it? Most of us hit emerald with people we already know in our lives. So if you're brand new and you're like, but I don't have an Instagram following, like literally look in your phone contacts, like who are you texting? Is it your family members, like your mom, your sister, your whatever, your best friend, your partner? So like, who do you live with? You know what I mean? Like, so I know like for me, it was my mom and my boyfriend. Like that's emerald right there. That's two people, right? Like that's literally as simple as it is. And I know sometimes we're kind of like, well, I don't want to sign up like my partner. We live together. We use the same account. So we're going to touch on controlled accounts in a little bit. But like controlled accounts are something that help you build to diamond. They're also something that give you extra income, and you're really building your downline and giving yourself a way to control how you get to diamond. So also the other thing is too, like on some of the like sales and stuff that you get or that come up, if you put orders through your controlled account, like you're getting the volume off of yourself, basically. So you're basically paying yourself by ordering stuff through their account, right? So it's just like little things like that can make such a huge difference in the long run when you have a controlled account like that. Or even just like family members. Like I have my mom signed up. She used to be a partner. She's not anymore. But now I can like, since she kind of drops between customer and PC, like I can get Success Club points off her like all the time, and I can get commissions off of her. Like, so it's just like such a great way to like not only help out your friends and family, but also to like give yourself something back for helping your friends out, right? So just think about those people who are like right in front of you that sometimes we gloss over, and reach out to them, right? So whether it's like your partner, that's more of a conversation where you're trying to build your business, or if it's just like a friend, right? And just like help them get started on their healthy wellness journey, right? Like it doesn't have to be that complicated. And I want you all, if you are currently at partner and you are wanting to go towards emerald, which I hope you all are, make it a goal within the next 24 hours, like see what you can do, right? Like reach out to your closest friends and family and see if you can sign them up in 24 hours. That's your challenge for tonight.
Okay, a lot of you are gonna look at this and get scared, but I want you to know that diamond isn't really actually that hard, especially when you start to actually like map out your own like downline. So when you start to map it out and start to put where your like when your customers are signing up, you put them in the bubble and you slowly start to work away at it. And I know like sometimes it can be intimidating, but I will never forget, I think it was like a couple years ago, we produced 11 diamonds on this team. And like, and it was the ripple effect of one person getting diamond and someone getting inspired by that person and another person hitting diamond and that person getting inspired. And like, it was just like insane how many people were hitting diamond because they made the decision to do it. So I find like once you have the decision made, like I can do this, I'm going to make this happen. So many people start to hit it. But when you're in the mindset of like, there's no way I can sign that many people up just like staring at that roadmap, then the mindset is key. Like the mindset has to be there, and you really have to just believe that you can do it, which you can. Anyone can hit diamond. If you watch the National Wake Up Call and see how many people are achieving diamond now, like so many people can do it. It's just you have to put in the work and do the habits that Julie was talking about, like your business activity tracker, and putting your head down and getting to it. And again, if there's people on this team who are pushing for it, sometimes it's better to have that accountability. So what does it look like? It's you with kind of like two other people, a PC or a partner on each leg that are also emerald. And again, those can be controlled accounts. So say, for example, Amber said she had signed up Vlad, her fiance, and she put 2 people under him. That's already an emerald there. And then you have, say, for example, your friend signed up as a partner and she also signed up 2 people and she's emerald. Then you just need active customers and PCs on each leg, 3 of them. And again, like putting this, I always found, like for me, when I was pushing for ranks and stuff like that, like having it mapped out, having that visual and starting to put the names in the bubbles was really helpful. So if you guys want like a roadmap or anything like that, I'm pretty sure they're in the team page, but I can always post them. But again, it looks intimidating, but it's really doable. And that's why you always see people rank advancing every week on the National Wake Up Call. So it's 8 active total on each leg, 2 emeralds on each leg, so 12 people total. And again, the FAQ's here, but we can always help you as well if you need one-to-one help. And then why do you want to be diamond? So kind of like, again, talking about income, you're leaving money on the table when you're sort of not pushing for this rank. Like this rank is so important. You're making moves in your business. You're becoming a leader. You're getting shout out. If you're somebody that loves recognition, like diamond, not only are you getting shouted out on our team, but you're getting shouted out on the National Wake Up Call. Your name's going to be there. You also get recognition at Summit. If you bought your ticket to California for next year, like you would get recognition for that. You'd get a medal. I remember my first summit as diamond, I felt so like appreciated and like I was just like super excited because they gave you like this huge medal. It's just like something that I was really excited about and they really recognize you for that. You start to receive team cycle bonuses. These are just like examples of the quarterly bonuses. Like this is insane. So when you're a 2-star, this is like, these are just examples. They vary. But $958. But when you're a 2-star, you're also getting a diamond bonus now because there's a new diamond bonus. So you would get not only the 2-star bonus, but you'd also be getting the diamond bonus. So adding those up together, that would be your quarterly bonus. If you are a 5-star coach, this is probably like, obviously this is something that you'll be shooting for down the road if you're not diamond right now. But like, this is just the potential. We wanted to just show you guys the potential because a lot of the time, some people don't actually know what the quarterly bonuses actually look like and like how much money people can make in this business. I had no idea at the beginning. And then I went to my first summit and I'm like, what? Like people can actually make this kind of money? So that really motivates me. You're also a huge contribution to an elite team. So our team has hit elite 3 times because people were continuously hitting diamond. And not only that, but building their own downlines, showing other people how to build their downline. It was like having an elite team for 3 years was amazing. And I know one day we'll get back there. But it's just like being a diamond is something that anyone can do. Super doable. And you're leading from the front. So you're showing everyone what's possible. Does anyone, like me and Amber are just kind of bouncing back and forth, but does anyone kind of want to share how they got to diamond? Did they have a controlled account? If you have hit diamond before? Because I know there's a few people on this team who have.
I can share. Diamond is definitely a decision. That was one comment or like in a training. I don't know, maybe Jake shared it like ages ago. And we had a push to diamond group and it was probably like 2020, 2021 when we had the most diamonds go on our team. And I was pushing with one of the other ladies on the team and we locked in. I basically locked in diamond one night and like the next week locked in 1-star because I built my husband's account up like to that. So it's very, very, very doable. You just have to make that decision to do it. And it's even better now that we have PCs because they count. So it used to have to be just coaches or partners, and now we have preferred customers. So they count, which makes it a heck of a lot easier to build that.
Yeah, and I just this was from like an old Diamond push call, but this was Leslie's example. So she pushed to Diamond and her controlled accounts were her boyfriend's, and I believe Destiny's her sister. And that's how she built it. And then once she started to add customers and PCs, she would put their names in and she would slowly fill up the bubbles. And that's how she built herself there. So like just having that roadmap was really helpful for her. I know a lot of the other girls as well. But that's how you can do it in 30 days. It's just filling in the bubbles piece by piece, and just making the decision like Rachel said.
I will, I can't talk today. I will share. I lost my voice. Imagine. Yes, diamond is a decision, and that is why I've never been diamond. Because I haven't made the decision. But it is a decision because I am hitting Success Club every month right now because I have made the decision that I want to hit Success Club. And that is why I'm showing up in there every single month. So yes, go for it. Make the decision, whatever feels right for you, and go after it, and you can do it.
I love all that. And also just another thing to add to that is like, don't feel like, I remember when I was building to Diamond, like I almost felt like I was cheating because I was building Vlad's account and my mom's account. And I was like, but I'm not like getting working partners. I'm just like building them through myself. But like, I think that that was such a key thing to do because it gave me the confidence that I could do it. And then it kind of gave me the confidence of becoming a leader that I didn't have before I was a Diamond partner, right? And I think that like, you know, if you feel that way, you feel weird about signing up like a controlled account or whatever, you feel like it's cheating or you feel like, you know, it's not, you need to have like somebody else. It's like, just remember like what else happens when you hit Diamond, like all those things we talked about, like you get the recognition, you start to become a leader on the team. It's your first stepping stone to get to the Star Diamond ranks, which is really where you start to unlock the income as you saw from those bonuses. Like, so it's like, don't let that hold you back. And also don't think that you have to work so hard to find like 2 working partners out of nowhere when they might just be right in your own home. You know what I mean? So just like something to add. So just the last this is the last slide that we really have is kind of getting back to you now. So we've kind of gone over all of the basics, you know, Success Club, Emerald, Diamond. You have to think about where you're at and what your goal is right now. So set a date is the first thing. So if you are shooting for Emerald right now, your goal is in 24 hours. That I'm giving you, your date is tomorrow. Okay. So start with that. And if you don't hit it, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just set it for another 24 hours or set it for a couple of days from now. You don't like set it by Thursday because that's when everything like the week resets is on Thursday. So at least have that goal by Thursday. You are going to wake up an Emerald partner and do the things that you need to do, get those habits in place so that you can make that happen. So that's the first thing, set a date. So I would love actually if after the call in the team page, if whoever's shooting for Emerald, someone be the brave one and go first and post that in the team page and say, I'm going for Emerald by Thursday. Who's coming with me? I'm not going to do that because I'm not going for Emerald. I'm already Emerald. So we need somebody to step up who's currently a partner that is going for Emerald. And you're going to post in the team page and everyone's going to rally. Whoever's going with them, post in the comments, like, let's get a group working together. And same thing for Diamond. So if you are already Emerald and now you're working towards Diamond, do the same thing, like post it in the group, in the team page, right? Like, and just say, who's coming with me? Like set your date and say, I'm going for Diamond by end of the month or whatever. I don't even know what date it is, but yeah, September 30th, like I'm going to hit Diamond and just like set that date, get some friends together and like do it together because it's so much more fun. And then a couple of other points that we just have on there is referrals. So don't forget that like you can ask your friends or your customers that you already have signed up, like, do they have any friends? like sometimes we forget it's such a simple concept, right? Where it's like these people are all getting great results and like enjoying the programs. And it's like, oh, well, I'm sure people are wondering what they're doing. So you can get referrals from them, or even if they have a bunch of people they're sending to you, like talk to them about the business opportunity, right? Like talk to them about how they can actually sign up their own friends and start to earn commissions. And along with that comes talking more about the business, both in your DMs with your current challengers, so you can reach out to people that are already in your group, but also publicly on your social media. I think this is something like a lot of us are afraid to do, but it makes a huge difference because think about it. If you were watching yourself and you had no idea what the business opportunity was, or think about back before you knew that this was a business opportunity, like if nobody talked about it blatantly on their story, you would have no idea. You know what I mean? Or, you know, or in your posts, if it wasn't like so obvious that we are just stating the facts that we run a business, like don't beat around the bush anymore. You know what I mean? Like just be open about it because people don't know, right? And people need to be like they need to hear it a few times and they need to hear the basics. So just talk about it more. And you might feel nervous at the beginning, but like the more you put your reps in, the more confident you're going to feel. And before you know it, you can talk about it almost every day. And it feels natural, right? And you can really show people how it's such a big part of your life. And yeah, oh, the other thing, active PCs. So if you've got a bunch of PCs that are inactive right now, so if you go to your sponsorship drill down and they are like, it says inactive beside them, or you've got a bunch of customers that, you know, haven't ordered in a while, use like things like the Labor Day sale, for example, that just passed, or when we get peppermint mocha, or, you know, all of the new things that come out, use that to your advantage with your inactive PCs, because like we talked about with Diamond or Emerald, you just need active PCs, right? So whatever you can do to get people activated again goes towards your ranks. So when you all of a sudden have a sale and you like get a bunch of people active again, that's like a huge push towards your rank, right? It's an easy timing because everyone goes active at the same time, so you can fill in those bubbles. So that's just a little tip for you, because there are some things coming up that will be sales that you can use for this, because once you set your date, you're going to know when you need to do it. So yeah, that's pretty much all that we have in terms of like a structured call at this point. But I would love to hear some comments, or just some, if anyone wants to like unmute and like share, be the one to share their goals, or like say what their diamond date or emerald date or whatever is. Like I would love to open the floor.
Also, Recover is on sale starting tomorrow, so you can use that too. Oh, perfect. Catherine put it in the chat. Thank you.
My goal is to get working again, get spending more time on my body business again, because I definitely haven't. Do more personal development again, listen to podcasts, watch videos, watch the Monday call, which I never watched anymore, listen to, and just all these kind of things, because I know it does help me and it keeps me positive and it keeps me going, and start reaching out to clients and customers that I haven't talked to for a long time and just reconnect. So that's my goal for the next few months.
I'm the same as you, Denise. The past, I'm gonna say year has been kind of crap on a lot of different fronts. And even just taking over, I started a management position at work. So I'm no longer able to be on my phone. I don't necessarily get a dedicated lunch break anymore because I could be pulled into meetings or all of the things. So I don't necessarily get that time to dedicate to my business anymore. And I haven't been doing as much professional development. Personal development, zero problems. I can do that till I turn blue in the face. But I need to get back to that professional development and get back to believing in myself more. I've done it before. I know I can do it again. I think our business has taken a bad rap in the last little bit, and we need to make our voices louder for the people that have stuck around, louder than the ones that are leaving. I think that's what we need to do as a whole community, because it's amazing. And this business has changed our lives, mine tremendously, over the last 7 years. So that's my focus for the next little bit before I can even think about rank and that kind of stuff again.
One thing we can do too, so we don't have to keep everyone kind of waiting, is share this in the team page, because I know for people who weren't actually able to be on, is this not, did I stop the recording? Oh, it doesn't say.
No, it still
Oh,
says
okay, never mind.
recording.
It's still recording, it's a different side now. Can also share like what their goals are as well. So, yeah, thanks for coming on tonight, guys. Hopefully this is helpful. We have a call with Jake in a couple weeks. He's gonna kind of go over a couple things. I'm excited for him to come on, but yeah, hopefully we have more faces on team calls now that summer's kind of over and everyone's not busy. But otherwise, have a good night, guys. I hope you have a good week.